So I hear you want to join Placid Fury. I'm going to take you through 5 key gates of what's required to be a part of Placid Fury. So obviously, as the former lead of Placid Fury, I'm going to be completely biased. But if you are interested in a team that's one of the top 2 growing teams in all of Monster Legends for 2020, if you want to play in Legendary 1, Legendary 2 Wars, if you want to be getting rank 4 monsters, 85 laps every race, then keep watching. Before we get stuck in today's video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell button so you can grow in Monster with gems, Stardust, Diamond Relics, Race Monsters, Legendary Wars, and more. But we aren't going to be the right fit for everyone. So if that doesn't sound like that's your kind of team, that's okay. It just means we're not the right fit for one another. So there are other teams that I do recommend if you're looking for, say, a 10 lap team, a 40 lap team, or other 85 lap teams, perhaps with easier wars. Join us on Discord and I can point you in the right direction over there. I'm going to take you through 5 key gates of what's required to be a part of Placid Fury. Gate number 1. Now, the first gate is all about team fit. If you've ever been to a workplace, if you've ever played in a sports team, if you've ever been in any kind of team environment, you will notice that the number one most important thing for if you're going to enjoy that team, if you're going to have fun, if you're going to be there for a long time, is whether or not you get along with your teammates. So team fit is super duper important in Placid Fury. And if you're not a good fit, then we're going to say no straight away because we want everyone to get along with one another. And if you do join, we want you to join for a long time. And team fit is super important for that. So what's really important in Placid Fury is 3 things. 1, that everyone is friendly. We all want to get along and we all want to help one another grow. Number 2 is you need to be mature. So we are pretty much an adults only team. We do have a couple of exceptions where people are 15, 16. But if you're 15, 16 years old, you need to be super mature. And we do sort of test you on that. You know, for example, if you're doing a part-time job, if you're earning your own money, if you're responsible for your own finances, if you're doing something that's helping the community, if you're doing something that shows a higher level of maturity than your normal age, if you are under 18, we will take that into consideration. But otherwise, it is an adults only kind of team because we want you to be responsible for any spending that you have and we want you to be responsible for your own health. And the third thing is to be self-motivated. If you've ever been a manager or if you've been responsible for leading a team, you will know that if someone is unmotivated, it takes a lot of energy to get them up and get them to where they need to be. So we really want people that are self-motivated because if you're motivated, then you're going to master things yourself and you will look for ways to do things. Instead of looking for excuses, you're looking for, okay, how do I actually do this? How do I actually get better at wars? How do I be a better racer? How do I be better at this and that? So we want people that are self-motivated because that makes it easier for us as a team and it allows you to grow. Gate number 2. Gate number 2 is we want you to be a racer. So you have to be a racer that has demonstrated and proven yourself as an 85 lap racer. And the alternative is you would have completely blown the lights out on a lower lap team and is 20 or 30k points in say a 40 lap team because that shows you have the potential and you've got the right skill sets that we're looking for to be a good racer and you're prepping well for races. You can see through our race log that we have been doing 85 laps plus for a really long time now. I think this race with the Lamia icon is actually Siberia because that was our biggest race with 104 laps and that might be our 3rd race overall. For a really long time now, we have been doing 85 laps. Full disclosure, this current race, we decided as a team that we would only do 60 laps. So we hit 60 laps after 3 days and we've only been doing passive racing since that time. We have done 85 laps every single race except for this one. But what I want you to take out of that is it's not like a dictatorship where one lead says, yep, we're going to do 85 laps and everyone has to do 85 laps or you get booted. It's nothing like that. Before each race, we do ask every single team member, how many laps do you want to do? Every single time, except for this race, the response has been overwhelming 85. This race is a little bit different because there's a few people that didn't quite like this monster and didn't really rate the monster. And the second thing is this is probably the second last monster before the end of the era. So this race and next race may be lower than 85 laps. It depends on how good the next race monster is. But overall, you can see from our race history that we are an 85 lap team. The second thing we do ask of you as a racer is to save at least 1,000 gems per race. If you are looking for a team that is going to completely carry you for a race and you don't have to do any racing by yourself, then we are not the right team for you. Probably time to stop watching this video. But if you are someone that wants to race together, to have some sort of team camaraderie and really help one another, then we might be a good fit for you. So how we split the 1,000 gems is we expect 500 gems to be used on big skips. For example, breed 6 legendaries, 1 for all, and the other 500 will be used spending on just speeding things up, like hatching a pterodactyl faster. Yes, we do require Legends Pass. The majority of the team does have Legends Pass. We do still have a couple of free-to-play players that sort of buy Legends Pass on and off, depending on how they're going. These are team members that have been since pretty much the very beginning. So our free-to-play spots are A, very competitive, and B, they're already taken. So if you do want to join the team as a new player, you will be required to have Legends Pass because it helps you get gems, it helps you race faster, and it also helps build up your team war roster. Gate number 3 is you must be able to hold your own in Legendary 2 wars. So Legendary 2 is typically where we sit. I would describe us as a top 20 to top 25 war team. We do go up into Legendary 1 wars every once in a while, and every once in a while we might drop down to say Legendary 3 wars as well. So if you're looking for a team where you will get the chance and opportunity to face against the top teams in the game, then you will get that, but it won't be every single war. It might be say every 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 wars. And what that means is the difficulty of the wars is a little bit like gambling on your rune. Every sort of 25%, you're going to go up and face a war team that might say have better firepower, higher monster ranks, or better equipment than you. The majority of the time, say 50% of the time, you are going to face teams that are at a similar level of strength. And the last 1/4 of the time, it's like gambling a rune going from 8 to 7. You will be facing an easier team and it will be an easy war. What you will get with team wars with Placid Fury is a lot of good advice. We have some really top tier war strategists on our team. So for example, you can see on our Discord that you only get this if you're in Placid Fury. We have a number of channels here. Attack strats give you some big brain strategies for how to attack and win on attacks. Defense gives you a safe place where you can post what defenses you're thinking of and get really good advice on whether the defense is going to work or not and what you can change and what you can improve. So you can see this current war, I put up a couple of options, and one of our military advisors tested my defense out in under a minute, which is absolutely amazing, blows my mind. My defense was really easy to beat because I didn't have anything to do with the Mega Taunt. So a bit later on, I changed my defense completely, and this is now a more solid defense. So you will get this every single war, and it really helps you learn and grow, because at Placid Fury, we don't like to just feed you fish. We actually like to teach you how to fish so you can learn for yourself. And War Stories is probably my favorite channel. This is where we go to share what we learned in our different attacks. So I remember when I was first learning wars, there was a guy named Nick Beef, the former leader of Sanitarium, who sort of said to me, Wubby, if you want to learn how to grow in Wars Plus, make sure you have a plan. I've sort of brought that forward as I've been doing my wars, and that's really been helping me grow. So each war you'll see in my YouTube videos, I'm always planning how I'm going to attack. Sometimes it's an epic fail and it doesn't go according to plan at all. But what's important is that I actually had a plan and I thought about how am I going to free coin this base? And if I can't think of a plan that's going to free coin that base, then I need to go look for another base. So that process of planning is what we share here, and actually how it actually works. Did it go according to plan, or did it go differently? So you'll see two different versions. One is the video versions that I do, and other times there's going to be like text versions. These are the monsters I use, these are the runes I use, this is my attack strategy, and this is how to win. So you can also replicate that for your own war attacks. So if you're the type of person that wants to learn and grow and get better at wars over time, and you have a growth mindset, then we could be a really good fit for you. If you don't want tough wars and you want to cruise and have really easy wars and get guaranteed coins, then we're not going to be a good fit for you, because we do have tough wars, say every 1 in 3 or every 1 in 4 wars. Gate number 4, you must have a way to consistently grow your account. So if you have a really good Infinite Gauntlet team and you're doing late 50s every single Infinite Gauntlet, that means you can grow your team. If you are buying the exclusive Gold Legends Pass, if you are buying frat events, then you are able to grow your account. If you're getting lots of gems from Monsterwood tasks, then you have that ability to grow your account, to invest in mazes, progressives, and flash offers if they ever do come back. So you do need a way to consistently grow your account. Gate number 5 is to pass the interview and then walk the walk. So I would say we do have quite a tough interview process, and it's tough because once you do get in, we want you to stay in for a long time. So we do ask you a bunch of questions. So if you're not willing to go through that little bit of effort, if you're not the type of person that's willing to try something different and say fill out a Google Doc to see what your overall team monsters look like and whether you have the right meta monsters and whether you have the right relics, then we probably won't be the right team fit for you, because we do want to help you grow. And if you don't want to grow yourself, then it's a no-go. But if you're still here, if you're still watching this video and you're saying, yes, I passed gate 1, I passed gate 2, I passed gate 3, I passed gate 4, let's do this interview right now and hopefully I can join. Message Pufferfish. So Pufferfish does all of our recruitment and he probably recruits just as good, if not better than I do. Message Pufferfish LOL #1891 and then we can go from there. Once you do get into the team, this is where it's actually more important. Getting into a team is good. Getting into the right team is even better. But what's important is actually staying in the team, because you don't want to sort of jump from team to team. You want to sort of learn and grow together as a team as much as possible. So once you are in Placid Fury, we do have ways of acknowledging people for their efforts and promoting people. We will look for 3 key things. One is your race performance. We do expect minimum 16k points every single race, and we do distribute the points evenly. So it is actually really easy to get those 16k points if you're online. In addition to those 16k points, we do ask for 2 big skips, so 500 gems in skips alone. And when it comes to wars, we do want you to average over 12 coins per war. And if you are struggling, then we want you to ask for help, because we are here to help. We have a lot of people that can help you, and we want to teach you how to learn and grow. Thirdly, and the most important thing is team spirit. We would have had a chat to you, get to know you during the interview process, and we would have said, yes, we think you're going to be a great fit. but that's just talking, right? We want to sort of see that in action as well. So that can be things like on the Discord chat, it can be things during the race, it can be contributing to the team in different ways, it can be anything. But what we really want is just to make sure that we're a good fit for one another, so we can have like a really long-term and fruitful teamship. And of course, it would not be a YouTube video without a shameless plug. But if you do want brownie points, make sure to subscribe to Wubby Gaming, because Wubby Gaming is a part of Placid Fury, so it does help if you are a Wubby Gaming subscriber. So to sum all of that up, gate number 1, we want you to be friendly, mature, and motivated. Gate number 2, we're looking for proven 85 lap races with 1000 gems per race and Legends Pass. Gate number 3, you need to be able to hold your own in Legendary 2 Wars. That means you have Meta Monsters. That means you have rank 130 of Meta Monsters, you have X runes, and you have ranked up diamond relics. Gate number 4, you have to have a way to consistently grow your account through infinite gauntlet, monster wood gems, or in-game offers. And gate number 5 is to pass the interview, and more importantly, stay in a team. And to stay in a team, we'd look at your race performance, your team performance, and your team spirit. So that's what it takes to join Placid Fury in a nutshell. I hope to see you on the inside soon. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out one of these 2 videos over here. And if you think Wubby Gaming videos will help one of your friends grow, make sure to share with them as well. And I will see you next time.